Hi, my name's Sarah Tilsley, and I thought I'd pop on because I did a blog post about chronic pain. I just wanted to talk about it and do a quick little video on it off the top of my head, and just let you know what that vlog post was about, and to urge you to pop across to sarahtilsley.com and take a look. So why my chronic pain was my divine guidance. So back in July, I had a throat issue, which is coming back again because it keeps coming back, and I need to sort it out. But that's not why I'm here. I had a throat issue. It started off as a throat issue. It was really bad, really swollen, inside, and all horrible and disgusting, and we don't really want to go into the details. But that's where it started. And the first week I was down with that, and I was really ill, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to take this as a sign that I need to take it easy. I need to just take a week off. I'd just left my previous company, and I was sort of in the flow of getting ideas sorted for my business and getting it all out of ear and onto paper. And it was all of really pretty much the start of that. And I found myself, I was worrying, basically. I was worrying about everything, feeling guilty and all the good stuff that comes with it. And this throat issue came up, so I took a week off, let myself heal, and thought, I'll be fine, that'll be it. I'll get back to normal, get back to my planning, and everything will be great. Oh, was I wrong? It was only a few days, literally, I think it was a couple of days, I was back to work and back to normal. And I started, I was fine. I was fine. I'd spent all day sitting down, I was relaxing, I was working from the settee and bits, just doing little bits and bobs of writing and stuff like that. Because I prefer to sit in comfort when I'm writing content and stuff, so that's where I was. And then I thought, you know what, I'll clean the kitchen window. Yeah, I stood up on just a couple of step ladders, half hovering on my step ladder and the kitchen sink, and leaning over and trying to clean this kitchen window. Which wasn't my best of ideas. It did need doing, don't get me wrong, it did need doing. But me having scoliosis and twisted spine, uneven hips, chronic pain, it was probably not the best of ideas, because I was sort of in this sort of weird half splits position. Not really the splits, because I can't do that. I've never been able to do that. I'm never going to. I don't really want to be fair, but it wasn't the best idea. But I was fine, I wasn't really in any more pain than usual. And then I went to bed. It was a few hours later, bedtime. I went to bed, got in bed, lay down in the bed, and the most horrific pain shot through my lower back, my hip. And it was the hip that doesn't normally hurt. So I was like, oh, what have I done? I didn't know what I'd done. I still don't know what I did. Really, I don't. The only thing I can think is it was the kitchen window. But maybe that wasn't it. this is the point of my blog post, you see. This pain, it caused me to not being able to stand up straight. I was shuffling like an 110-year-old woman, like literally, because I couldn't. And instead of standing up straight, not that I stand up particularly straight with scoliosis, was, you can see my shoulders are uneven, just sitting straight. But you know, I was standing up the best I could, and then so imagine that's your hips. You know, your hips are there, your hips, and then all of a sudden, and now when I stood up, I was bent like that, literally like that, and I couldn't. I was bent over, I was shuffling, the pain every time I took a step, even just not taking a step and just breathing was an issue. But I'd spent that, and that lasted about 2 weeks. And looking back on it now, I see the reason why. At the time, maybe you don't see the reason why. Maybe you don't know why you've got the pain, or why the pain ramps up several notches. But now I do. Remember at the time, I was making jokes about it and stuff like that, calling myself Quasimodo, referring to myself as Pisa, you know, after the Leaning Tower of Pisa, stuff like that, you know, because it was just a joke, you know, nothing, just trying to make light of a situation that at the time didn't seem like it had any. And then I realised why. I see it now as divine guidance. I see it as the universe's way of telling me I needed to slow down. I needed to relax. I needed to listen to what the universe was trying to tell me. The answers were there all along about what I wanted to do and what I needed to do for this business. They were always there. They were always there trying to tell me what I needed to do. But I wasn't listening. I don't listen. I don't listen to the universe. I don't sit and relax and I don't listen to the universe unless I'm making a point to meditate and to relax and to listen. If I don't relax and listen and meditate, I don't listen. That's it. That's the be all and end all. I don't listen. But I now know that it was the universe's way of telling me that I had to sit and I had to listen. And I did. And I wrote down the stuff that that was coming into my head, stuff I needed to do. And by the end of that July, it was like I had the most clarity I've ever had in my business ever. Like, I know exactly where I'm going. I have a 10-year plan. It's kind of scary to think about where I'm going. But now I've listened, I know where I'm going. And I would not have listened if I hadn't have got that pain. So if you want to read my blog post, it's on my blog at sarahtilsley.com. That's Sarah with an H, Sarah, and Tilsley with a TILSLEY.com. I will pop a link with this video anyway, so you can find it in wherever the box is for the links on whatever platform you're watching this on. And I thank you for watching, and I hope that helped to maybe give you some insight onto how I view things now, because I feel there's always a positive in a situation. Somewhere there's a positive, somewhere there's a lesson, and you may not know it at the time. It may take a few weeks, it may take a few months, it may take years to figure out what lesson, but there's always a lesson, always. Thank you for watching, and stay strong, all you chronic pain sufferers out there, because it's not easy. It really isn't. And I know most of the time we make it look easy to be in pain all the time. That people don't realise, that people think because you don't look ill, that you're not. But we know different. So stay strong. Love you all. Have an amazing day. Bye.